Hello everyone, welcome to Math Mnemonics Part 2. Do you know what is the value of pi? It is 3.1415926. So it's very big number. How we can remember? We can remember very easily. May I have a large container of coffee? May I have a large container of coffee? This beautiful math constant which we will use in most of the mensuration problems, the value of pi, which we will approximately take as 3.14. Why we take as 3.14? It is celebrated as National Pi Day on 14th March because by taking the first two digits of pi value 3.14, so 14th March is celebrated as National Pi Day. Do you know what is the value of pi? 22 by 7, which is 3.14. For any circle, if you find out the circumference and if you divide the circumference by diameter, always you will get 22 by 7, which is approximately equal to 3.14. So the pi approximation day is celebrated on 22nd July. 22nd July. So if you observe, if you write 3.14 on a paper, if you check its mirror image, it looks like a pi. So let us learn more multiplication and division techniques. When you multiply by 10, 100, 1000. So observe these examples. You can multiply the digits 79 and 1, add the number of zeros, that is 2 zeros. You can multiply 34 and 7, add the number of zeros, that is 3. You can multiply 3 with 21 and add the number of zeros. This is the technique which we will use for multiplication of 10, 100, 1000. So when you divide, you have to apply the cancellation property as 0, 0 can be cancelled because for the numerator it is 1, 0, for denominator it is 1, 0. If you have 2 zeros in the numerator and 1 0 in the denominator, you can cancel only 1 0 and 17 can be cancelled with 20. 34 can be cancelled with 17 and 17 2s are 34 and 1 0 can be added. So 3 zeros and 3 zeros can be cancelled. 3 divided by 1, that means any number divided by 1 gives the same number itself, that is 3. This property is called cancellation method. If you observe the decimal calculation, if you want to check decimal division, you know that it has same number of decimal places. Directly you can write as 2 by 4, which gives 1 by 2. When you have the same number of decimal places, this beautiful technique can be applied that directly you can write as 64 by 32, which is equal to 2. Same you can use for multiplication. When you are multiplying 0.2 with 0.4, you can multiply 2 4s are 8. It has 2 number of decimal places. You can write 0.08. So it has 2 decimal places. The same thing you have like this 64 and 32 you can multiply. The number of decimal places are 4. You can put 4 number decimal places and then point decimal. So this is the butterfly method, which is very useful technique in math. So when you can do addition, subtraction and comparing the fractions, you can use butterfly method. This butterfly method is very useful when the denominators are co-prime. The denominators are co-prime. Co-prime means their HCF is equal to 1. 5 and 7 has highest common factor as 1, that time it's this beautiful technique can be applied as 7 2s are 14, 5 3s are 15, 7 5s are 35. This method can be applied for other fractions also, but where you can apply LCM, there you can use all LCM techniques and you can solve the sums. See, while comparing the fractions also, you can cross multiply and directly you can say wherever the number is less and then wherever the number is greater, you can compare and you can say directly which fraction is greater. The same thing you can apply for ratio and proportion also. When the same question is given in terms of 3:5 and 2:3, you can write the ratio as 3/5 and 2/3. Then also you can compare the ratios using this butterfly method. This technique is very useful while using addition, subtraction and comparing the fractions. This is also called as crisscross method, that is our cross product method. Then while doing the multiplication of fractions, you have to remember only you can multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. After multiplication, you can use cancellation method only by taking highest common factor of both the terms. Like 20 has how many factors, 30 has how many factors, you can check, and then but always you need to take the highest common factor. If you observe, 4 is the highest common factor for both of them, then you can cancel. Otherwise, you can cancel here also 1/2 and 20/18, but you have to cancel only one numerator with one denominator. Never you should cancel numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. See, when there is a fraction and a whole number is given like 3, always a whole number can be written as a fraction by writing the denominator 1. Then you can multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. Then while doing division of fractions, this is very useful technique, and every child like KFC. So keep, flip, change. It means keep the first fraction same, flip the second fraction and change the operation, that is division, as multiplication. Keep the first fraction same, flip the second one. Flip the second one means you are using the multiplicative inverse, or you can name it as reciprocal of 2/7 as 7/2. Then 3/4 into 7/2 gives 21/8. Once it comes as a multiplication, you can apply the cancellation process by using HCF. Then how you can convert fractions into decimals. So observe this table. So I kept a cross mark here. That means when the denominator is 2, you have to multiply by 5. When the denominator is 5, you can multiply by 2 to get the decimal denominator as 10, 100, 1000. And if you observe, next one is 10,000, next one is 1 lakh, then so on. So once you get the denominator as 10, changing the decimal is very easy. Without dividing the number also, you can find out the decimal fraction and then decimal point very easily. That is, if it is 3 1/2, changing 2 3s are 6 and then plus 1 7/2, dividing 2 7/2, that is with 2 3s are 6, then 7 minus 3 is 1, putting a decimal point, then 0, 2 5s are 10. Without doing this decimal division, you can check this table very easily and then change as directly. See, 3 1/2, 3 is a whole number, leaving 3 as a whole number part. half can be changed by 5 by 10, so it is 3.5. If it is 4 by 25, because whenever it is 25, you have to multiply by 4. So 4 4s are 16 by 100, it becomes 0.16. If it is 5 by 8, whenever 8 you have to multiply by 125, so you can multiply by 125 and 7.625. This method is very easy when you are finding the square roots and cube roots of any given number also. The conversion of fractions into decimals. So these are integer rules: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. When you are adding and subtracting, the rule which you have to remember is SOS. Same signs add, opposite signs subtract. Same signs add, opposite signs subtract. But always put higher number sign. If you observe, here they are same signs. You add and put the same sign. These are opposite signs. 9 has plus and 5 has minus. Subtract, but always put higher number sign. That is, 9 is the higher number, so 9 minus 4. 13 and 8, 13 is the higher number, so 13 has minus, so put minus. So SOS, you have to apply SOS. In subtraction, you have to use additive inverse of the number. That means opposite of the number. That's why minus and minus becomes plus. See here, minus and minus becomes plus because you are using additive inverse of 9. Minus 9 additive inverse is plus. So minus 5 plus 9. So you are using in subtraction additive inverse. While doing multiplication and division, same signs, you will get positive answer. Same signs, positive answer. If it is different signs, you will get negative answer. Different signs, negative, positive signs, you will get always same sign. Multiplication and division. You can remember SOS for integer rules. 1 rupee. So if you know 1 rupee, all percentage sums, decimal sums are very easy. See, you can know for 1 rupee how many paise? 100 paise. If you have 2 into 50, 100 paise. 4 into 25, 100 paise. 5 into, that means how many paise you have in 1 rupee. If you know, maximum percentage sums can be solved. 1, this is whole. Whole means 100 paise. This is half. So one part if you want to take, this is 50 and 50. So it is half. 1/4, 25, 25, 25 and 25. So it is 1/4. 25 by 100 is 1/4. 3/4, which is 75. So if you take it as 3/4, these 3 are 25, 25, 25. That means 75 by 100. That means if you know the paise denomination of 1 rupee, then easily you can solve percentage sums. Percent per 100. 0% means 0 by 100. 25% which is 1 by 4. 50% which is half. 100% which is full. So once you know the percent, it is very easy to converting into fraction, decimal and as well as percent. This is a very easy trick for percent. 30% of 40, because percent means 100. So these two zeros can be cancelled. Directly you can write as 3 4s are 12. 60% of 130, these two zeros is cancelled because percent means per 100. That means divided by 100. So 16 into 13, so which is 78. So remembering profit and loss is very easy. Profit and loss has only one smileys, that is 11O, PROFIT, LOSS. Profit smiles, loss cries. Profit, selling price minus cost price. See, when you smile, you will get profit. That means selling price is more. SP is more. When you get loss, you will cry. That smiley symbol, see how it is showing? Cost price is more, then you will get loss.